What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Madden 20 video for you guys here today. I'm going to be showing you how to complete the Gauntlet 3 challenges on the Legend difficulty. So I will show you the challenge goals. This is the first one in that Legend difficulty. We basically got to score 14 points in 5 total plays and earn 100 celebration points. So that's using the celebration run. That makes it difficult. If you didn't need that, this would honestly be so fast to do. I will be cutting just the ones that I complete, maybe a couple mess ups, but I really want to show you the ones I complete on each of these solos. So I will be cutting, not showing load screens, because these are a lot longer to complete. They're not full games, but it's just you do have to be perfect. So if you are messing up, they will take a while to complete. Don't get me wrong. Most people aren't going to be able to complete them on the first try because they're just very, very difficult. So right here, we can see that it's man. Honestly, we did not get a good formation. We're going to hit Deontay Johnson. But the issue is, this is the biggest issue in terms of getting those celebration points, is you have to score in one play. If you don't score in one play, it's really going to mess you up. And you really need those 100 celebration points if you can. If you can't get the 100 celebration points, but you can score in one play, you definitely still have a shot. So you have to score in one play and at least get probably 60 to 70 celebration points. If you can get the 100, it's going to make your life a lot easier. The issue just literally comes down to the animation you get. So you can see right here, I get a fast animation where my guy's running pretty well. You don't always get that. If you get that animation, you're pretty much set. So right there, we score 14 points. So you have to score in one play no matter what to be able to give yourself a good shot. If you take 2 plays, it's just going to take too long. So we can see I got that 100 celebration points. So I'm pretty confident we can just run up the hole right there and get those 2-point conversions. And the reason you want to go for 2-point conversion is because you give yourself an extra offensive play. So that was play 2 already. We scored in 1 play. We went for 2. That's 8 points in 2 plays. Play 3 is this kickoff. So we're just going to squib it just like normal. So the thing is, if you can hit stick right here and get the ball back, that would be ideal. Probably not going to happen. We're probably going to have to play defense. So right here, we're actually able to get it. So since I'm able to get it, I can literally run it in, and that's a game over. If you're not able to get the hit stick, you're going to have to do field goal block to punt safe. That's going to be play 4. If you don't score on the pick 6, then you have 1 more offensive play. So that's why you don't want to kick the field goal after you score. You want to go for 2, because if you kick the extra point, you need an extra play for the extra point at the end, and it really can make you a lot harder to score. So you can see right there, though, that is 5-star. So I will go to the next challenge, but I will cut it basically. It'll basically be the same thing, but I'm just going to cut a little bit of it, and then we'll get right into that second one. All right, so we are loaded into number 2, which is you have to basically rush for 10 yards on 5 plays in a row, the 5th one being a touchdown. So basically, it's rush for 10 yards on 4 plays, and then on the 5th one, it has to be 10 yards plus and a touchdown. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can run inside zone or whatever play you like, or you could pass it and run with your quarterback if you're confident in your quarterback in the 10 yards. So I'm going to run it the first play. That looked like a pretty good hole in my opinion. I felt like I was going to be able to get it pretty easily, so I'm going to run it on that play because I don't want to run it with Vic every time because I feel like it definitely makes it harder. Sometimes it really just depends on the situation. So right here, I will pass it. And the reason is this looks like probably man, and if I run it, there's a good chance that I get stopped up in the middle over some like kind of a BS animation, but it may happen. And I'm really confident. I've definitely done that before where I can run this with Vic very easily. So that's why I'm very confident I was able to get those yards with Vic. So right here, it looks like they're going to be in the same thing. So what am I going to do? I'm going to run the same exact thing with Vic. So it's man coverage. I know Vic can get this 10 yards easy, and you got to fall down. You definitely have to fall down. Don't try to do any crazy jukes or anything like that. You're going to make it very difficult on yourself. The thing is, Vic may get tired, and that's why I don't want to do it every time. So right here, what we're going to do is just run it and hope we can hit this hole, which we are able to, except our guy missed the block, and that could have totally screwed us up. Good thing he didn't screw us up too bad, but that definitely could have. So here's where it gets tricky. We're 26 yards out, and we have to score a touchdown on this play. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. I'm going to run 4 verts and try to run it with Vic. But there's the different ways you can do this, and we could see right there, it literally does not work. They put a spy and everything, and we're not able to get it. So I will show you that mess up because of the fact, obviously I think it's important that you guys see the mess ups. I probably should just run it in that situation, but you never know what's the right. But that's just what I felt at that time was going to be the best. So we know this is a man formation, just the way they're lined up. And I advise running the plays you see on screen if you have them, only because then you can see the exact kind of lineups they will do against you, and then you will be able to make your adjustments. So right here, I'm going to run inside zone because they have one backer on the inside, so we should be able to block those two, and then Cordell Stewart should be able to get the 10 plus yards, and then I fall down. You don't have to fall down after 10 yards, but the thing is I don't want to put myself in a position where I have to get 30 yards in 3 plays. So once again, I see that it's man, and as soon as I see it's man, that means Michael Vick is heading to the outside to get 10 plus yards. So after 3 plays, we've gone 10 plus yards on every play. We have 40 yards to score a touchdown. So I'm going to come out on levels Y again, and they're blitzing on the backside. So that safety is blitzing. So I'm going to run it, and I'm going to try to get outside to the left if I can, and I can get right there. And I'm not trying to score, but I was hopefully going to get more yards. I definitely didn't want to be 28 yards out. The issue you run into now is you have to run for a touchdown on this 5th play. So me personally, I am not going to run a pass just because I don't think Vic can get it from 28 yards. I'm going to run it. And it looks like Randall is going to make that block. Can he get it? And I actually get a good block. It takes a little bit of luck on that, but you can see I get a pretty good block, and I am able to complete it. So, boom. That's 5 stars. You can tell if that middle star's in the middle like that and you know you got more than 4 stars, then you totally got 5 stars. Boom, just like that. Second one done. Alright, so for the third one is going to be the tug of war. We can see that in the top left of the screen. So we got to score a touchdown on the first play and execute a dive. You can score a touchdown 3 plays or whatever, but it's tug of war. So what that means is if you don't score on this first play, technically they would get the ball back, right? So it switches possession every play. Luckily, the challenge is you want to score in 1 play and dive into the end zone is the easiest way to get that dive done. We can see it's probably man coverage right here, so they're going to bring that safety down. We're really confident Antoine Randall is just going to get over top. Boom, just like that, and then dive into the end zone to get that 5 stars. So just click square on PS4. I think that's X on Xbox then. And right there, boom, 3, and then we know it's going to be 4 and 5. And just like that, third challenge done. So super, super simple for that. Coming in at number 4 on this challenge is going to be dancing around. So we're going to go ahead and hop into it. So you got to execute 7 ball carry moves and score a touchdown on the first play. So this one, honestly, once again, it wouldn't be hard if you just had to score a touchdown or a couple ball carry moves, but having to hit 7 from 25 yards out is honestly just a lot of luck in terms of you just got to spam your jukes and things like that, but you also got to get lucky with breaking some of the tackles at the right spots. You can get it. It probably doesn't show, you probably don't see as many animations as you do if you're spamming stiff arm especially. But what I do is right off the bat, you want to start spamming something. So whether it's stiff arms, jukes, it doesn't really matter. It does take a little bit of luck like it shows, just because of the fact that you are going to run into some plays where basically it doesn't really matter what you run. It's just not going to work. So right here, I'm going to hit a spin, and it looks like we're going to hit another spin. Maybe this side will work a little bit better right here if we can break a couple tackles, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. So once again, we will attempt to do it a couple more times and just really show you it's okay to fail sometimes. You got to see this front side looks a lot better on this play compared to some of the last ones. So we're going to start spamming the stiff arm, and we're going to see what happens when we get there. And we're going to hit a couple jukes at the end, and we're going to see if this one gives us 7, right? Because it's a lot of luck. Like I said, I was spamming stiff arm, and it looks like spamming the stiff arm actually is going to get us those 7 ball carry moves. So you can see I didn't really hit 7 jukes, but just spamming stiff arm, hit a couple jukes, was able to get me that and complete the dancing around. Alright, so for this challenge, we are doing under pressure. You have to pass for 12 yards, 7 plays in a row, and then score a touchdown on the 7th pass. The thing about it is you do get a 2-second passing timer. So basically, it's you get the ball in your hands, make a decision, or you're going to get the timer go off on you, and you're going to have to restart the whole thing. So the thing is, you don't have that much yards to work with, so you want to make sure you don't get too many yards. You want to get about 12, maybe 15 at the max, whereas like right there, I got 17. That's not good. Even though you can do it a couple times, but you can't do it every time. Right here, we know we'll be able to throw the quick slant, which is super beneficial, just because of the fact that we know we have time. Something else I also like to do we know it's man coverage. So I'm also debating if I should run, double slants. And the reason is because of the fact we know that guy. You can see just dropping back. I mean, I was about to throw the circle and it already went off on me. So that kind of screws you up, unfortunately. That's why, I definitely just want to try to get the ball out of your hands as quick as possible. They try to screw you up, but you have to get 12 yards as well. But right there, I got 18 yards. That's too many yards. In one play, you could do it. Sure, you'll be fine. But if you do that too much, you will just get way too many yards and you will not be able to get up the, you won't be able to get the last one 12 yards as well. And there's also a little bit of not a glitch, but like a little bit of a cheat code you could also do, which I will show you if it comes down to it. But we want to get 12 yards if possible. And I really hope that's 12 right there. That is 12. They better count that as 12 because that's exactly 12 right there. 8 yards, and then hopefully they count it for 12 again. So they did count it. So right here, it looks like we can throw these to Vance McDonald, and he's getting them perfect. So that's 4 complete. So we need 36 yards total. We have 40 yards to work with. We need 36. So that's why it becomes a little bit of a predicament, because we could see we don't really have that many yards to work with. So right here, we're going to try to throw it and get it. So we still have 2 yards to work with. We can catch it down to the 14 or 13 and then still throw it in on the last play. I really wish they would go to man coverage. Unfortunately, they're not doing it. But I want to show you something that you could also do if you do get too many yards, which luckily I don't have to do it. But something you can do is just let the clock run down, get a penalty, and then it shouldn't do anything. It didn't on the other one, so it shouldn't do anything on this one. Right here, we have a huge speed differential. So I'm actually just going to put them on verts. Hopefully one of them breaks the press real quick, which Randall L is going to. And then he will get that touchdown. That way I didn't have to go over the middle. It just was a lot easier. And then right there, boom, we could see that should be 5 stars. Not too hard once you go ahead and really think about it and do it correctly. All right, so this one is the force a safety. You fail if the opponent scores. You got to force a safety in 3 plays and execute a user tackle. So basically, you want a user safety. It doesn't have to, I guess, be a user safety because you could get a user tackle on the first play, even if you don't get a safety. So I will just show blitz play as all-out blitzer. But what it is it's a tug of war. So it's not going to be 3 plays where you're on the defensive side of the ball. And I will show you that once we get in. I should have stood on TJ Watt. I don't think that's going to count as a user. But we know we have 3 plays to go ahead and get it done. So what we're going to do is you don't want to score. I'm going to go levels wide corner just because I think it's easier to fall down at the 1 with a quarterback because they're going to be in man right here. So literally all I'm going to do is run it down and try to get out at the 1. If you do score, obviously just restart it. It might happen. But right here, we're going to see that we're able to get them down at the 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Shazier and hopefully I can get in the backfield and get there. And I am going to get there. You see me just sprint around. I get that safety and I get the user tackle. So just like that, easy 5 stars. That one's very easy. Just get a stop on the first one. Don't let them get yards. Run it out at the 1 yard line if you're able to, or even like the 2, you could probably do it still. And then just get a safety on the 3rd play. Boom, done just like that. All right, so this one is the final stand, and it's actually a little bit easier than it sounds. Do not allow any points, basically. Force a turnover and score a defensive touchdown, and they start on your 1 yard line. So it is the first quarter. So all I'm going to do is go to special teams, base block right, and then we're going to go ahead and switch. And basically, you just got to get lucky with the pick where you could run it out, and that'll be pretty much it. So to stay inside, hopefully he throws it. If he does, we can see Paul Malu catches it on the run. And for me, that is a very, very easy touchdown because he has 99 speed. So it's obviously a little bit harder the worse team you have, but this one honestly is a lot easier than it actually sounds. So just go ahead and do that, get it done, and then just like that, you will see the 5 stars. Boom, there's the 3. You know the 4 and 5 are coming because I did get the turnover and a touchdown. So boom, just like that. Those are the 7 that you want to complete. Definitely let me know in the comments if you have any questions about these ones. Like I said, I'm going to have a video on all the full game ones separately. It's just those are going to be so long on top of this, and one full video, it just wouldn't work. That being said, drop a like if you did enjoy this video. Subscribe, turn on that post notification bell. And as always, I will see you next time.